G'day all, welcome back to Built by Chris. In this episode I finally finish the drawers in my van. Carpeted, everything's done, they come up really nice. I've wanted to put drawers in the back of my van for quite some time now, purely for the security aspect of it. If anybody looks in the van, they can't see anything now, the tools are hidden in drawers and I can leave the car and I'm not worried about anyone looking in and stealing anything. Now the inspiration for these drawers came, again, from Neil at Pask Makes. He made a set of these drawers for the back of his ute and they came out brilliantly, and I thought that's exactly what I have to make, that'll suit me down to the ground. Now these drawers took me quite some time to make, in between having to go to work and just the heat. The heat was oppressive the last couple of days. It took me a little while to get them done, but I finished them in the end, and if you want to see how I did it, let's go and have a look. And away we go. Here I am just cutting out the various parts for the carcass that will hold all the drawers in the back of the van. Let me just say that my DeWalt track saw really makes light work of this. Obviously the sheets are too big to put through my table saw, so I bust out the track saw, rip all the pieces down, and it just makes life a lot easier. Now it couldn't be any easier with this track saw. All I'm doing is just putting down a couple of marks, then I'm lining up the track with those marks and then making the cut. Dead easy. Now at the miter saw station, I'm just going to be trimming them down to their final sizes. I'm just measuring now for the cross braces that go in here, because I need it to be a nice tight fit. And here I'm just cutting out those pieces now. Now I'm just checking my work here to see if they all fit, and I'm happy to say, apart from that middle one that I've got to turn over because it's got a bit of a bow in it, they all fit beautifully. Now I don't really know what I'd do without my pocket hole jig, the K5 that I bought. To put this frame together for the bottom of the drawers, it's just the easiest way to do it. 3 holes in each piece and solid as a rock. And that's how easy it all comes together. A couple of screws in there and Bob's your uncle. Putting it together with pocket holes really is a no-brainer. Just comes together nice and easy, and it is very strong. Those 3 screws in each one really hold it nice and tight together. Okay, test fit into the van. Look how nice and tight this is. That's not moving. That's not going to go anywhere. Look at that. Beautiful. Okay, now I'm putting pocket holes in the side pieces. These are the pieces that are going to hold the skateboard bearings that will hold the runners for the drawers. Rather than buying them, I thought I'd try and make them just like Neil and Pask Makes did. And I've got to tell you, worked like a charm. Now's the time to screw the sides to the base, and clamps come in handy here. They hold it all down for me. I'm just getting everything tapped into place, as you can see there. One of these pieces had a little bit of a bow to it, so I had to clamp it down fairly solidly. And then at the back of the piece here, you'll see I'm going to put in just a piece of timber to hold it, because as good as pocket holes are, they have a tendency to slide once you crank down on them. So by putting this piece in, it'll stop the other piece from moving. Now this piece I'm putting in is the centre piece for the two drawers. I'm using a spacer block again. This way I know that it's going to be parallel with both sides. If I didn't use that, then if I was off a little bit, then the drawers would bind, pushing them in and out. Time to drill the holes that'll hold the skateboard bearings. Now I've made myself a little jig to make sure that they're spaced correctly all the way down. As you can see, I've got lines marked and I'm just lining everything up and then pre-drilling everything. Time to install the drawer runners themselves. A little bit of Loctite. The way that I've got these set up is I have an M8 bolt which fits snugly inside that skateboard bearing. I then have a washer in the skateboard bearing, then another washer, then I push it into the hole, then I've got another washer on the other side of that, and a nut, and that's where the Loctite goes on, just to make sure it all stays together. It took a while, but all the skateboard bearings for the drawer runners are in. Now I'm just going to start making the drawers. This is going to be one of the side drawers. I'm not going to show you all of them because they're all the same, they're just basically a box, and this is how I put them all together. This is the bottom that I'm putting in now, just a little bit of glue on the sides, and I just fired some brad nails in while the glue went off, and then I reinforced it with some screws, and once I put that piece in, it squared the box up nicely, and that's how I put them all together. Here I'm just cutting down the steel tube for the runners, and here I am putting the runners onto the drawer. And they work beautifully. Now that catch that I've made there, again, it's a Neil from Pask Makes idea. If you want to see how they're made, you're best off going to his channel to have a look, because he's the expert. Here I'm just cutting down the first sheet at the to make up the floor. There were 3 sheets in total that made up the entire floor. Here is the first piece going in now. Finally, time for some carpet. All I'm using is just some spray glue, spraying down onto the floor and then a little bit onto the back of the carpet and sticking it down. Now I rushed this last piece and I was really angry with myself, but I got a few creases in it, but I'm hoping they'll work themselves out over time. Now the last thing I had to do is put the aluminium down to protect the edges. I cut a nice 45-degree miter on the ends and they fit perfectly. I couldn't have been happier. And there they are, drawers for the back of an I-load van. To say that I'm happy with the way they came out, it'd be an understatement. Again, I thank Neil from Pask Makes for his inspiration. Everything works beautifully. There's a lot of storage space in there now, and all my tools are going to be nice and secure now. Now, on a side note, I just want to take the opportunity to thank Victor from Down Under Woodworks. He spotlighted my channel in his last video, and he really built me up. I couldn't believe some of the nice things he said. I was really indebted to him, and as a result of it, my subscriber list has doubled. I don't think I'll ever be able to repay the guy. And for all those new subscribers that I have, welcome aboard. I hope not to disappoint. There's new content coming. I've got plans for the channel, so hopefully you'll stay on board and we can share this journey together. And with that, I'll call an end to this video. I think it's going to be long enough as it is. If you liked what you saw, please like and subscribe. It really helps me a lot, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye for now.